Alright.
Sup?
What's up, party people? Welcome to another edition of On Air Buds. I am your co-host, Alex.
This is the 2016 edition of the On Air Buds Almanac.
Revised edition.
That'll be $140.
Yeah. You can actually buy our podcast with your student loan money. Alright, we're back. It's another Friday night. You guys are partying it up, probably, because it's Halloween weekend and everyone's getting lit.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy out there. People were partying yesterday, Thursday.
People were partying on Thursday night. I don't get it. What is that phenomenon? It was a weekday. They had class tomorrow. And they were just partying.
I'll never know. Are they signed up for like really late classes, or do they just show up to Friday classes just dead?
I don't know. I'm assuming maybe they just didn't go to Friday classes. Like, I don't understand. If you're gonna party on a weekday anyways, you might as well do it on Monday because that's actually Halloween.
Yeah.
Why Thursday?
And
maybe they're like, oh man, I have an exam on Monday and I really gotta, study hard for that, so I'm gonna party on Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know.
In which case, it's not a Halloween party. Like, you're just looking for an excuse to party.
I should just pay more attention to my classes on Friday, because I'm sure if I just look around, I'll see people just, like, literally asleep.
I went to geology lab today, and there's normally, like, 30 kids in that class. There was probably 10 today.
Really?
Yeah, there was nobody there, and it was hilarious.
You can't miss geology lab, can you?
You can't miss labs. You get screwed if you miss labs. Well, our mic level's real low. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Oh, that's better. All right.
This is a long set.
Oh, God, that's so bad. Okay. This seems listenable now. All right, we're going to go to the first music block of the night. And we will catch you back in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye. was that feedback? That was weird. Hello, we're back.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Feedback.
Feedback. Yeah, really.
No, really, there's feedback.
Oh God, that was blown out. Maybe you're too close to your mic.
No.
Maybe I'm.
There's
literally no good way to go about this.
Can't you just turn off the booth sound?
I mean, it's not the booth sound. You're just really loud.
It's feedback from the booth sound.
No, I don't know. Maybe. Who cares? Anyways. So that was our first music set of the night. First song you heard was Surf Metal by Walter TV. Walter TV is one of the ex-members of Mac DeMarco's outfit. And, like, he started doing solo work or something, I think. He's got a really, really strange aesthetic about it. And it's kind of good. It works out sometimes, but a lot of the time it's just kind of bizarre. But that's one of his good songs. Another good song by him is Puka Shell Necklace. Those are kind of his only two good songs, actually.
What the? Ow.
After that was Bane's World Drowsy. Well, I suppose Drowsy by Bane's World. Bane's World, really, really underground single man project. It's about as lo-fi as it gets.
Lo-fi?
I mean, not lo-fi. What am I trying to say?
Low profile?
Low profile, low budget.
Low
budget.
Low profile?
Love it. He put out an album in 2016, and it's pretty much just like back-to-back gold. So check out his album. I think it's self-titled. No. I don't know. It's either self-titled or it's Drowsy. I don't remember. But yeah, check out Bane's World new album. After that was Aldous RH, and that was his cover of My Sherry Amore. I think that's a Stevie Wonder song originally. Not 100% sure. But it was like a really weird, really like eclectic cover. So, what you been up to, Griffin?
What do you want to talk about on the show?
Geez, it's Halloween.
Oh, that's boring.
It is really boring, actually.
So, here's something I've been wanting to talk to someone about. I was reading about an alternative to the calendar that we use, the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah.
Right? Or
we should play some Gregorian chants on the show.
Yeah, that's good. We should play Gregor. Who's the famous Gregor?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, so this one's called the. Oh God, it's like the International Standardized blah blah something calendar. But basically, here's how it works, right? It's based off the idea, instead of doing 12 months of random amounts of days, you can just do 13 months, all 28 days, and that'll get you 364 of the 365 days.
That sounds great.
Right? So, it's all the standard months, except there's one more. It's placed between June and July, and it's called Sol. S-O-L, Sol.
That doesn't seem like it fits.
That's not a great name, I agree. Okay, they're all 28 they're all 28 days, all 4 weeks, and every day of every month is always the same day of the week, no matter which month, no matter which year.
That sounds really appealing.
Monday, I think, is always the 1st and the 8th.
You're saying it would eliminate any case of like, oh, the first day of this month is now a Tuesday, and like next month's gonna be like freaking Saturday.
And like buying a different calendar every year.
That sounds so good.
It's all gone. Well, except but there's two things you have to do, right? After December 28th, you have a special day that has no month or day of the week, New Year's Day.
That's sick.
It exists outside of both of those. Okay?
I want a day that is unbound. It is just a singular day, and it stands by itself.
And see, because Monday is always the 1st, it's just an extra day on your weekend. Like, it'll go Saturday, Sunday, New Year's Day.
So they like couldn't make you work, and then it's
Monday.
Monday.
It's a long weekend, but then you work 5 days afterwards. So it's a long weekend that doesn't cut into the week afterwards.
So it's Saturday, Sunday,
New Year's Day,
Monday. That's sick.
Once a year.
That sounds so good.
I know. Okay, and then there's another exception. Every 4 years, you put a leap year or a leap day after February that goes by the same rules. It doesn't have a day of the week. It's a long weekend.
I like the idea of just putting days in our week that like don't count.
That just don't count for it.
It's like, yeah, it's there, but it's not a day.
It's not a real day.
It's just 24 hours.
It's just 24 hours, but like don't write it down or anything.
Yeah. It doesn't conform.
It's so good. Like,
why can't we standardize anything?
Oh my! And like the cycles of the moon would be fairly structured. Like full moon would always be.
I mean, here's the thing.
Essentially the same day.
Here's the thing. It would be way better to have a standard of like days and weeks and months in a year that are equal than it is to like know the moon cycles based off the days of in a month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No one cares about that. Who's calculating like when the next full moon is?
Yeah, I know.
And all they've got is like a month of September on their calendar.
Yeah, it's
no
crazy.
one does that. Why is it still based on that? Like that's for like geologists or something to worry about.
Yeah,
man.
It's crazy. Also, days like Labor Day, which is like the first Monday in March or whatever. That's now you know, is that what it is? First Monday in March, Labor Day?
I don't know, dude.
I think it's March. No, it's fall. Right? Didn't we just have it?
Isn't it before September?
Yeah, it's probably September. It's the first month.
No, it's before September.
Okay, well, we'll say it's this fucking third Monday in August. And so then it would still be the third Monday in August, right?
Yeah.
Except it would also be like August 20th or whatever day, like always, every year.
Yeah, I hate
Thanksgiving instead of being the third Thursday in November.
How didn't we think of this? Why are holidays on different days every year?
It's nonsense. And
except for like Christmas. Christmas is always. Oh, no, actually, I'm thinking of it wrong. I was gonna say Christmas is always on December 25th, and I realized, oh wait, I'm stupid. That's on a different weekday.
Yeah, it's on a different weekday every year.
Why?
But this way, it'll be both every time. Christmas will always be on whatever day. It would be so good if we could just start doing this one.
We need this, and we also need metric. I'm sick of Imperial. I'm sick of the whole world laughing at us.
I don't know, man.
We are a joke.
Okay, metric is all right. There's two qualms I have with metric. I like the approximate distance of a foot. Metric doesn't have that. It has the meter and has the centimeter. We have the inch, the foot, and the yard, and I like the foot.
Yeah, the foot's a pretty good distance. I won't lie.
Yeah, so I have that. And also, Fahrenheit is just so much more useful in modern day use. Like, in my day-to-day life, Fahrenheit makes more sense than Celsius.
Yeah, and Celsius, to actually like represent like the day-to-day temperature, you have to use decimal points.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's not because I'm used to it, right? In Fahrenheit, 0 degrees is really darn cold. 100 degrees is pretty darn hot. In Celsius, 0 is decently cold, and 100 is dead.
Dead.
Like,
0 is also pretty cold.
Yeah, but it's only 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not outrageously cold. Like, 0 degrees Fahrenheit is darn cold.
Yeah.
And 100 is darn hot. It's...
Okay, so in Celsius, 0 is freezing. 0 is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And
yeah,
it's like, what, 37.9 is like our body temperature?
Yeah.
So that's about 90. So Celsius is like about 0 to 40, and Fahrenheit's about 0 to 100.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
And like...
I mean, the temperature is the one that doesn't seem to fit in metric. Like, everything is 10, or like 1, 10, 100 in metric, except for the temperature.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Fahrenheit's better. Because Fahrenheit would probably fit in better in metric than Celsius does.
You think so?
Because it's 0 to 100.
Yeah, but...
I mean, from normal use, I guess.
Yeah, see, Celsius is 0 from 100 from freezing to boiling in water.
Oh, maybe... Okay, I guess I get that.
But
then.
what's
that
so special about water anyway?
I don't know. It's only the thing that, created us and also keeps us alive.
But see, some of our units do come from metric. Like, there's no imperial calorie. Calories metric. It's universal.
I think people in like natively metric countries use the term kilocalorie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I think it's literally the same as a calorie. I don't think there's any difference.
I mean, I know what the difference is. And
is there?
So they have calorie and kilocalorie. We have little c calorie and big C calorie. Or food calorie.
Yeah.
But so... a food calorie is 1,000 calories, and 1 calorie is the amount of energy needed to raise 1 cubic centimeter of water
by 1 degree Celsius.
By 1 degree Celsius.
Yeah.
So a gram cubic centimeter. That's all.
I learned that today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have like, oh, this is the amount of energy needed to raise a cubic inch of water 1 degree Fahrenheit.
A cubic inch of water.
Which would be a lot. Well, I guess it'd be about the same amount of energy because it's more water, but less change.
Would it be about the same? Would that just cancel out like that?
I mean, I guess it's probably like 10 times the amount of water.
Yeah,
so it would probably be a
lot less.
It'd probably be a lot more energy because it's a lot more water, you know. But anyways,
is there a cure for time zones? Is there a fix for that?
I mean, it's crazy, but we could just all use the same time zone, and some people just wake up at like 9 p.m. You know?
Maybe. Because
like,
wasn't the original problem was that like the train schedule got all screwed up?
I guess, but I mean, like,
there's some like real screwy time zones.
Some time zones are actually crazy. They should just be straight lines everywhere. I don't care. They shouldn't conform to state boundaries or anything like that.
Yeah.
They should be absolutely perfectly straight. Like put them on latitude. Or longitude. Sorry.
I can see why they wouldn't make them straight lines because they want to be in the exception. Like they want to be the time zone of their buds.
Okay. Still though, it's there's some places where if you go north for enough time, you'll be like 2 time zones different. Like that's nuts. Also, someone doesn't do it. Oh, China is all 1 time zone everywhere.
What?
It should be 5, but China's 1 time zone. They don't care.
Says who? China?
China, the government just says
China's out of control.
China just says like, no, we're not doing that. Like we're just 1 time zone. So if on the eastern part, right? I think the sun comes up really early, right? And then on the western part, it comes up really late. But you know, because like it's always like.
That sounds like a China thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Time zones need to be fixed. Daylight savings need to just be done away with. Like I'm done with that.
What's the point of daylight savings? We lose an hour and then we gain an hour, thereby accomplishing nothing.
It's
leaving a net gain in 0 hours. There is no change.
We do it so that the sun will set later, right? We're saving daylight for half the year, right? For the wintry part of the year when the sun sets early, we wanted to set later, so we set our clocks back.
Yeah, sure.
But that was for like rural farming communities or something like that. Or it was for like old people or something.
I think humans should just be nocturnal now.
You think humans should be nocturnal?
Yeah. I mean, we're a civilized society. Like, we don't have to grow our own food anymore.
I mean, hey, if global warming keeps up, we'll just all move to Finland and it'll be daytime all the time anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we'll all move to Antarctica and just live on the beach and with our shirts off. And Antarctica will be about approximately the size of a basketball.
Antarctica has land, Alex.
I mean, yeah, I guess a little bit.
No, like it's not all ice. Like there's a land mass there.
What?
Like, that's not gonna melt. I guess it could get flooded or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this planet's screwed.
We should just melt it anyway. I want to see what's there.
I want to see what's there. I mean, you're the only thing you're gonna find is the inevitable death of the human race.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, all the other continents have cool stuff on them. There's probably cool stuff on Antarctica. It's just covered up in ice.
Yeah, they're just like cool animals.
Not animals.
There's probably nothing in Antarctica. It's been ice for literally forever.
I mean, yeah, but there's probably cool like mountains and caves and canyons and stuff.
There's like mountains on Mars, man. What could Antarctica possibly have?
That Mars doesn't?
That anything doesn't. That anything else does not have.
I mean, I don't know.
Polar bears.
We'll have to melt it and see, right?
We'll have to melt it and see.
Yeah, man. What time zone is Antarctica?
Oh my god.
I don't think it's like all different time zones. I think they just go off 1 time zone.
They should.
I mean, because it's going to be screwy no matter what. Like, it's going to be like daytime all the time and then nighttime all the time anyway, so why even put a time on it?
Why even have time in Antarctica? I bet you they just like take your watch when you get off the boat. Like, you won't need this. We don't have time here.
We should get crazy with the time zones. instead of like every hour, every so often you change an hour, we should just have it like, every like couple miles you change it by a minute.
It should just be one smooth gradient all across the globe.
Nice gradient.
The technology is probably there.
And we just have like a bunch of bell towers every increment and every so often. And the way you set the time is just when you hear that bell, you start ringing your bell.
What? Bells? I don't understand.
Like the bell tower, right? It's noon, right?
Yeah.
They're ringing their bell, and you hear them, so you think, oh, it's noon, I'll ring my bell. And then the next bell, they hear you, and they think, oh, it's noon, I'll ring my bell. And then it's just like the speed of sound.
The speed of sound.
Well, I guess that's 700 miles every hour.
I don't think the speed of sound takes 24 hours to circumnavigate the globe, though.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot longer.
I mean, yeah, you also have to factor in, like, the reaction time. And also, who's going to pay a bunch of friggin' clock guys to run around, like, to just sit in clocks all day? And also, what about different latitudes?
What?
Like, are these clocks just circumnavigating the equator?
No, just everywhere. Oh, because different distances, you mean? The different, like the
latitudes side to side.
Right? Yeah, so you mean the higher up you get, like the closer together the clock towers are going to be?
I mean, are there only going to be clock towers at the equator is what I'm saying. Because you'd probably need about a freaking million of them. Just to cover one latitude.
Yeah, and then in the middle of the ocean, too.
In the middle of the ocean, too. Oh, my God. How could we forget?
I mean, there's not even that much...
I mean, you got to have accurate time in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, because God forbid your watch is off.
I mean, the thing is, right, is that it's not even that much on the equator, like land. It's mostly ocean, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there are a lot of Asia's on the equator.
Guess Ecuador is on the equator.
Yeah, like it's like it's like Atlantic Ocean, like bam Africa, bam Asia forever, Pacific, like, and then for like a couple miles here in South America. When you go back to.
I hate the equator.
We should just redo everything.
We should just start from scratch.
Start from scratch in terms of all levels of organization.
We should just start, like, rubbing rocks together again.
Yeah, that'd be really
Back
great.
to the good old days.
Back to the good old days.
It was better back then.
Like, the state lines, like, get rid of those.
Typhoid.
I want the state lines straight grid
polio,
squares.
Chicken pox.
I want the counties a flat grid.
I want to lose all forms of language.
Every city.
I just want to unga bunga all day.
Tear down the cities, make the streets just perfect block grids.
Tear down all construction.
All of Soho. Tear it down.
I want to just go back to sharpening sticks and killing people with them. That was what it was all about. We've strayed too far from our origins.
I mean, really, like, the modern world is too complex.
It is.
It's outrageously complex, like, and it's all just human-invented, like, complexity, Back in the day, things were just simpler.
We're spitting some harsh knowledge, man. We're woke on this podcast.
I mean, you know what I mean, though? Like, back in the day, it was like, Hammurabi wrote some laws.
Hammurabi. I guess Alexander the Great just conquered us or something.
That's easy to understand.
What a simple concept. What's that? Eye for an eye? Oh, wow, how novel. How novel and simple and easy to understand for my peasant, illiterate brain.
Nowadays it's like, my house has to conform to this build code or else I go
to... tax code. SEC investigations. Ooh, what? Insider trading?
I exist right here. I perform labor for objects that have human given value, and then because I'm existing right here, I have to give some of that to a controlling body.
We should go back to the barter system. I want to trade livestock for stuff again.
Did the barter system have... I mean, the barter system had, like, an economy, right?
Yeah. In a pretty broad sense, yeah.
Like, I can trade, like, however much parsley for some cows. Like, I'm investing in cows.
That'd be a lot of parsley.
And then later I trade my cows back for even more parsley than I started with. Like, that's an economy, right?
I mean, I don't think it was...
That's actually where the term bull market came from.
Parsley?
No, trading for cows.
Yeah, I think you're definitely fibbing.
Bears.
I mean, there couldn't have been any kind of a connected economy because, like, you wouldn't know how much you wouldn't know the parsley for cow exchange rate in any other place other than, like, where you were standing.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some ways you can control the economy, right? Like if I'm if I'm an insanely rich person and I buy all the silk in the world, suddenly like the demand for silk has gone way up, or I guess the supply has gone down, and then demand stays the same. Is that? Yeah. So, but it's more valuable then.
Yeah.
And then I just sell it slowly, but some of it I have to burn to keep the supply down.
Okay, so literally burning money.
Yeah, like how in the current world, if someone just acquired all of the money, even the digital money, and then they just burnt it all to the ground.
Wow, that'd be weird. What would happen if tomorrow there was just no money of any kind?
What if we just all suddenly realized that it was just paper and like we were just like, you know what? That means nothing to me.
Why are you giving me this paper?
I stopped getting it. I thought about it for a little bit, and it doesn't make any sense.
We don't want this anymore.
I wish there was a gold standard.
I wish there was some kind of precious metal backing this paper. I mean, because otherwise, well, I mean, what is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
What is anything without the fine qualities of gold? All right. Okay, we're gonna go to the next music break.
This is the second show in a row we've talked about gold.
How did we talk about gold last time?
We talked about gold bonding to our DNA.
Was that last time?
Gold bond.
I vaguely remember that.
Oh no, it was 2 weeks ago because last week I wasn't here.
Yeah, you weren't here. That's what I was gonna say. All right, we'll see you after this next music break. Check you later.
Oh, this is great music.
exes, now I don't think about them. I shrink around them. I go to see my shrink about them. On desperate nights, sometimes I'm liking every picture on their LinkedIn albums. Just in case they're single, I send winky symbols. I just hinted at them. I'm not thirsty, I'm just counting fingers at the drinking fountain. I feel like I'm drowning when I introduce myself to crowds like, hi, hello, I dig your sense of style. I saw your face across the room and grinned a while. I wonder, are you into smiles? I pinned a pile of Polaroids up on my wall. I wish you'd be in one. A Ringo child that wet in a hole of owl, you wouldn't see in them. I must profess myself a cinephile. I've got every single indie title soundtrack out on indie vinyl. I've got some on USB. Just tell me where to send the files. If you think this is dragging on, then you should read my Tinder bio. I used to go to Central Park in cargo pants and whittle bark off little trees like Leonardo to my heart's content with car keys from my 97 Civic on a bench. I'd grab my Metro card and clutch a cup of chocolate from a vendor cart, then depart deep underground and check the clock and Metro chart. That is where I met her, charcoal fingers, she was sketching art. My self-regard left 20 notches when she looked at me. I told her I wish I could etch the world out with my pencil marks. She held the charcoal out, her fingers touched and crept apart, and when they lingered, lightning struck. I know I saw electro spark, and when she smiled 100 volts, her pearly whites were thunderbolts. The room around us did a couple somersaults. The earth had shifted off its poles. Another jolt went through me when she twirled the necklace. We were so electric, I swear the third rail was getting jealous. She curved a crater on the paper with the contact crayon. Every stroke she laid spoke to my spirit like she called a seance. Her fingertips could conjure chaos. Every flash of color camouflaged into the page. I swear that she had lingerie on. I felt the rumble of the subway tunnel crumble up. She perforated scraps of sketches, gave it to me crumpled up and bundled up and waved to me and walked toward the edge. I mustered up the strength to wait back and then dipped off at the bench. The train tiptoed to the ledge, its open doors demanded entry. She got in and whispered to me from inside that it was empty, and my heart had started drumming. Stomach had started numbing. The doors began to slide, and then she asked me, are you coming?
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Hi, we're back.
All right, that was
Oh God, levels. Jesus. Okay. Sorry.
okay. That was my set.
We redlined those levels. I've never seen that happen before. Whoopsie.
That was my set.
I hope we didn't actually kill your hearing. Sorry.
That first song was "Let Me Know" by Stupid. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Stupead. That next song was "Charcoal" by I Am Faceless. That guy is sweet. Love that dude. He's coming out with a new track this Halloween, he says.
He actually talked to you on SoundCloud, didn't he?
Yeah, I followed him and he messaged me and said thanks for the support, dude. So if you message,
Wait, really?
yeah,
How many followers does he have?
no, a couple hundred maybe. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
if you go on SoundCloud and you follow I Am Faceless, that dude will message you. I'm confirming it right here. And that last song was, hang on, let me check. It's called SS018 Lola Disco and ED by Hawaiian Punch on SoundCloud. I'm just gonna say that song's called Hawaiian Punch. Wait, maybe the song is Hawaiian Punch and it's by Lola Disco and ED, or maybe it's.
SoundCloud artists need to get their stuff together.
See, the thing is because it was posted by a musical collective called Sunrise.
Oh, so it's stolen.
And I don't know what SS018 is, so I don't know. That's
Spring Summer 08, 2008.
018.
Oh yeah, that year hasn't happened yet.
That year hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I've got nothing then.
So, I mean, I think I've told you enough. Lola Disco, ED, the Hawaiian Punch, put all that in your search if you want to find that song.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're going to go to another music break because I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean, we do have to stay up all night because of this gaming tournament.
We do have to stay up actually all night as mandated by College of Charleston policy. We can't sleep.
No sleep.
Torture.
Wait, oh, I think Kazette is part of this collective. So.
I kind of wish we had some kind of visual element to our show so I could just blink Morse code for torture.
Oh my god, I have no idea about this.
What?
About this collective on SoundCloud. Kazette is a founder. Kazette's a big artist for Future Funk and Vaporwave.
Yeah.
But on their roster is Future Girlfriend music, but Future Girlfriend's another collective.
There's too much freedom in music production. All right,
crazy.
We'll see you after this next
Lola Disco,
break.
I found it. Lola Disco's the artist. Okay. Song's called
Well, I won't back down. Just try to roll.
All right, we're back. It was the last music break of the night. First song was Dreamin' by Twerps.
You bet it was.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them, but they're probably great, so I don't know. Just whatever. After that was Stop Tonight by Yellowbird. Still don't know anything about them. That song was okay, though. I don't know how to feel about it. Wasn't that great. Yeah, but have a great Friday night. You just listened to another episode of On Air Buds with Alex and Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go do some stuff. So, like...
You made it through the whole show without recommending an album. Wow.
I didn't.
Oh, wait, you recommended Bane's World.
Yep.
2 weeks ago, you said, like, oh, man, I don't want to recommend too many albums. You recommended one every week since.
I think maybe I should recommend an album every week.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, that'd be
Let's
pretty
make
cool.
it like an official segment.
Oh, yeah, sure. Maybe
We'll
I
just
will.
play the whole album.
Yeah, maybe. Except that would take up most of the show. There wouldn't really be much room for a show after that.
I think we need 2 shows.
I'm pretty sure on the last episode of our show for the semester or the year or something, I'm just gonna bust out like the most vulgar
Definitely.
rap album that I can
Oh,
find,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get away with it too.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna get away with it. No one's gonna do anything about it because no one listens to this.
No. Dude, should we apply to be a flagship show?
No.
Yeah, you're right.
One, because we have to have an actual reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually kind of serious.
I mean, this is a good show.
I mean, it's a good show, but we've been here for like 2 months.
I mean, we put more work into our show than the other hosts.
Okay. Than most, maybe. But there's that one guy that literally just mixes his own music
Okay, but he's
live.
already a flagship show. I mean, I don't know what Jonathan and Jonathan's like. You should listen to Jonathan and Jonathan. I don't know what it's like, but hey.
Jonathan's a pretty cool guy. I talk to him sometimes.
But, like, I mean, that's a talk show, right? Like, they have guests.
They have, like,
they
guests
put work into that.
somehow.
Some people literally just show up and, like, play some songs without ever talking. Like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out, Elephant
calling you
6.
out.
I'm calling you out.
Wait, does she do that? We were on that show.
No, we weren't. We were on,
Wait, does Elephant 6 do that?
Elephant 6 is,
The guy. I mean, I know him, but I don't remember.
yeah,
his
the guy
name.
that Tech Train does. Man, what's that? Philip? No, that's not
It's
Philip.
Not Philip. It's like John McGill or something. John?
Oh. Gil.
Now. Right now.
His name's Gil. Like the fish from Finding Nemo.
Okay, Gucci Gods just actually responded to my YouTube comment. I like that. Alright, okay, seriously though, like, thanks for listening. Check us out next Friday, 10 p.m. on AirPods. Check us out next Friday, 10 p.m. on AirPods. Right there, be here, be there, be square.